Hello, and welcome to Cramps in the Pocket, Episode 5. I'm Ember, your host. Thanks for making it this far. I really appreciate you checking out the podcast episodes. I recently started a new job, and while it is going to be taking up a lot of my time, especially these first few weeks where I'm training, I'm going to do my best to get these podcast episodes out every Friday. We've got another live session coming up on August 2nd on twitch.tv/broadcast, so please tune in. Previously on Cramps in the Pocket. The crew deserves some rest and relaxation, but there's a mole on board, the Green Dog, and Rouse Squadron Upsilon have been given a secret mission to oust them. They also have a stowaway to deal with. Will Jessa make her way into the Huskies, or is she too bad of a dog? We join our players just as everything starts going wrong. Now we roll entanglements, okay? If the faction, this is to do with your target's faction, determines which entanglements table you roll on. So here we roll 3d6 minus the squad's patron faction relationship, and take the highest. Your relationship with the patron faction, I believe, is like 0 right now, because you need to fill up your trust bar to get a relationship thing, and you're at 5 out of 9 right now. So you roll 3d6 and take the highest number.
Who wants to be the one? I did our original roll. Honestly, 3d6 taking the highest, that sounds pretty good.
I'll take it.
That's pretty good odds.
Okay.
I meaningless random numbers is going through my head.
That is a 2, a 4, and a 5. 5
I'll
being
take
the
it.
highest. Great. Okay.
5's pretty good.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is perfect. Okay. We're going to cut over to Hawk, who has been training in the simulator.
Oh no.
So this is one of your 3 downtime actions. You go into the simulator room, which has a number of cockpits you can hop into. You can mark 1 attribute XP or 1 playbook XP with this. So where do you think you're going to be spending this?
Trying to look to see. I know where the playbook XP is, but attribute XP.
You can see on your Google Sheet next to where it says
pilot
pilot
actions.
actions.
At the top of each one of the pilot action
Mm-hmm.
things.
Exactly. So if you wanted it in Bombard, I guess you're going to put a point in Acuity.
Yes.
Yeah, wonderful. You spend some time on the simulator, and it's quiet in there. You know, you move in, and there are a couple other people in there, but they leave before your time is up. And by the time things are done, by the time you're done with your session and you feel good about your bombardment skills in a simulated layout of the Hailberry, you leave the cockpit of the simulator, and there are 2 Rouse security guards standing there outside. And they look at you and they say, Hawk Innes say,
Gentlemen,
you are to report directly to Vice Admiral Arlen Galil. Special debriefing.
Hawk's gonna kind of look at them kind of awkwardly and see through them. I'm gonna use my special ability to see, are y'all fucking with me?
Yes, your ability, looking into a mirror, is you can always tell when someone is lying to you. They're not exactly lying. The Vice Admiral does want to see you, and does want information of a kind, but you don't know if this is official.
Yeah, which is why I'm very suspect of the whole thing. I don't like that idea. Why are you guys doing this? Okay. Well, Hawk's gonna go. Hawk kind of screwed his face at it a little bit of fuck you, I think you're full of shit. But immediately realizes that, okay, this is an actual thing. So he drops it and he puts back on his usual face of all right, boys, yeah, thanks for letting me know. And he very casually saunters by them and makes his way to the to the Vice Admirals.
Fantastic. On your entanglements table, you rolled debriefing. One of your squad is questioned by your superiors. One of the pilots is taken in to be grilled. Make a fortune roll to see how well they resist the pressure. On a 1 to 3, they suffer level 2 harm, which can be resisted. And on a 4 to 5, they gain -2 trust. or you bribe the grunts grabbing you with 1 personnel.
I mean, we do have the spare personnel.
Well, you haven't done all of your downtimes yet.
I don't think it'd be in character for him to bribe just yet. He doesn't know what's going on.
Mhm. Mhm.
Let's see. How do I make a fortune roll?
You just roll 1d6.
I'll just roll a d6. Gotcha.
Mhm.
1d. Wrong fucking key. 1d6.
Wow. 6.
Let's go,
You're
baby.
gonna get out of this. This is gonna go fine for you. Awesome. Yeah, security don't even have to drag you upstairs, but they are, like, falling into step behind you, making sure that you know, head through the corridors, through the simulator towards the, requisitioned captain's quarters that the Vice Admiral is staying in.
Mm-hmm. And Hawk's keeping an eye on them, kind of like over his shoulder, like when you know you're being followed, but don't want to make it obvious that like I know you know.
Yes, and you are taken into the captain's quarters where there is like a nice wooden, like ornate dining table in the middle of the room with a chair, an empty chair on one side of it, and sitting in the other, swilling like a glass of port. You can see the vice admiral, who makes sure that security lock the door behind them as they stand to attention either side of the door. And he goes,
I'm gonna take notice of that.
and he goes, Hawk Innersay, pilot, Upsilon Squadron, correct?
Yes, sir.
You fly the Haley Berry?
Hailberry, sir. But what's in a name?
Understood. The tank treads one.
Correct.
Understood. Thank you. You are former hegemony, correct?
Hawks kind of puts 2 and 2 together immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But tries his best not to, exasperate too loudly. Yes, sir. I left there. The conditions are much worse than you might think, or what the hegemony might suggest, even in its own propaganda.
You were quite the celebrity in the hegemony, correct? A sports star, if I'm reading your files correctly. And with that, he dumps a manila folder on the table, which you can see is labeled with your name.
Correct, sir. Did it also describe the home life and my family as part of reason why I might have left the hegemony?
No, please enlighten me, pilot.
Well, sir, if I can speak freely,
Approved.
they essentially had me as a poster boy. Imagine being a slam ball star in chains, being a figurehead, a mere toy to prance around and show how great the might and life within the hegemony might be, while constantly hanging the sword of Damocles proverbially above not only my head, but my own family's head. I took a large risk, sir, in leaving the hegemony and coming here. I had to leave my brother behind in safekeeping, sir, in the hope that nothing will befall him or anyone else. And I'm here so that we can get rid of the Hedgies. Nothing about that life appeals to me.
Of course, it sounds horrific. I too understand, the stress that having a loved one involved in a war you want them to have no part of can take on you. Or at least I did.
Sir?
But they were blackmailing you. Keeping your brother as a bargaining chip.
Correct, sir. And he's hopefully still safe. As you might be able to guess, can't exactly maintain contact lest I break his cover or wherever he might be hiding.
Of course, of course. You wouldn't want anything to happen to him. You would probably put your obligation to your brother above anything.
Hawk kind of narrows his eyes. Sir, I understand that I'm playing a very dangerous game. Whenever you talk about family or anything like that, especially during a time of war, most people understand that that would come first. However, I am well aware that family doesn't really last if there's nowhere to live. I believe in the rouse, and I believe that my life not only will be easier, but also more sustainable on this side of the fence, so to speak, sir.
Bullshit. You've been feeding the hegemony information on your squad's movements, haven't you? They got to your brother, didn't they? They made some deal with you. They explained things. I read the reports of the mission on Dinant. You went off on your own before the whole thing went down. You were meeting with your hegemony contact, weren't you? Admit it.
I didn't go alone. There are other people on my squad that can speak for every single one of my movements. If I wasn't so certain that you were actually sending them along with me to make sure that I wasn't making any type of contact with the hegemony, I feel that I'm already being distrusted despite my actions both on the battlefield and off.
The Vice Admiral holds up another manila folder, places it on the table, and opens it up, and reads 9:19 a.m., Dinant City. The three members of Rouse Squadron Upsilon, Symbolist, Coyote, and Dead Zone proceed into the underground warehouse to make contact. Hawk leaves, having persuaded a hegemony guard using their former celebrity status to look the other way. Your time is then unaccounted for 30 minutes.
30 minutes. And you think that sometime I was going to be able to find a way to communicate actions that would get myself killed, and then somehow on a second mission also get my squad and myself in harm's way, not to mention the Huskies.
I don't know what deal you worked out with them. I don't know how much you hate yourself for doing this. All I know is that you are our prime suspect right now, and you're not going to leave this room until we've searched your quarters for any broadcasting devices.
Outrageous, Commander. I can't even believe that you would. What am I saying? Of course I can believe it. And Hawk kind of pulls out a chair and sits down, very unbecoming like, and drops all of his usual facades and, fronts. All right, go through it. As many like to say when in lockup, I have nothing to hide.
I'm sure. You're going to be staying right here. And the Admiral looks at one of the security guards, and they come over and they grab your wrists and heave them behind the chair and cuff them together. Enjoy the captain's quarters for a while, Hawk. We'll return when we've got this all sorted out and we can all speak plainly.
Looking forward to it, Admiral.
The Vice Admiral leaves and leaves the two security guards inside the room with you.
I don't know if this is a good time, but I was a big fan back in the day of you.
Not a good time, buddy.
Okay,
really.
Sorry.
Oh my
God. Like if my kid wanted an autograph, like we like. Yeah. No. Okay. Sorry. I'll just
love the fans, but not now, man. Can't exactly sign with my wrists locked behind me.
Yeah, no, of course. Hey, don't think. Hey, I've seen this one before. I unlock it, and let you sign the thing, and then you knock me out, and then you report to your hegemony boss.
I'm just gonna scream.
Can you shut the fuck up, Terry?
Oh God! You never let me have any fun, Wall.
This isn't a fun detail.
Oh. You're always a sport. Back on, it was the same on Cosmos 5, I tell you. It's just the exact same.
Yes, we were security there as well. It's the job. I'm sorry that you're not part of the party squadron.
Hawk's gonna do his best to lean forward and put his head down onto the table of just kill me. just pull. Kill me. Just pull out your blast and just shoot me. Just get it over with.
a wonderful time to transition away from this scene to Cammy, who's working in the mech hangar. Man, things must be going so good for Symbolist.
Yeah. Gosh. Just, just using all the scaffolding and examining the different parts, taking note of what she made use of during the battle, the having to make there's going to be adjustments need to be made to the boosters and the hands, fix them up, oil up some of those joints, passing, one of the engineers, hey buddy, could you give me a hand here?
Yeah, absolutely. Do we have a name for an engineer?
Chris Calhoun.
Chris Calhoun. Sick. All right. Who wants to play Chris next to Symbolist here?
What you need, boss?
Yeah, just I've written some of the adjustments that need to be made down here on the pad. Just like, could you fetch me those pieces and we can get to work on this?
You need a rudder wheel and a valve replacement. I see what you're digging, boss. Here we go. Let's go chicken.
All right.
All right. And this is specifically to refresh your exhausted quirks rather than to fix harm from your vehicle.
Yes.
Okay. So this would be upkeep. So you need to spend at least one material and roll that many dice.
Yes. I guess I'm gonna roll 1d6.
Okay. So that is going to come out of your supplies there. So now you have 4 supply points and 1 personnel.
Fuck.
1.
I was like, listen, there's only 2 quirks that need to be refreshed. How badly could it be? And then
you rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1. It is what it is.
Which quirk are you going to refresh?
I'm going to refresh the blinding boosters.
Leaves Nimble Hands still exhausted. You can spend another material to refresh that.
I guess I could. I suppose I should be aware of my my companions and their mechs. How much combined? How much repairing and upkeep do we need to do? Is repairs also material, or is it just for upkeep?
Fix costs needs you to roll your engineer skill.
Right. Okay.
And you can add 1 material for another dice to the roll.
Right. Okay.
But I don't think anybody was damaged. I think it was just quirks.
Yeah, I think it was
just quirks.
Yeah, somebody used quirks to resist a damage, but otherwise, yeah. I think everybody has some quirks, except maybe Coyote to refresh.
I don't remember me doing that. But if it was anything, it was splintering carapace.
Yeah.
I don't have any I need to refresh. I should be good.
No, you know what? Didn't I use aggressive targeting?
Oh, yes, you did.
Okay, I will mark that I did use that.
Okay,
sweet. Well, you got 4 supply points that you could turn into material. Maybe you want to wait, see what other people are going to do with them.
I'll see what everyone else.
You do get to keep this stuff between missions. So if you don't spend it now, you could save it for sometime in the future.
Yeah, that seems like a good thing. Hey, thanks, Chris. Do you mind if I just take a moment with her? Just have a quiet second.
Righto, I'm out of your hair.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, you did good out there today. It was nice. We we managed to save that girl. It was good, right? We didn't, we weren't hurting somebody. We were saving them. Is there any? It would be nice if this would be, what we could do all the time. We wouldn't have to fight, just be able to help people, right?
It can't talk back to you. In the low gravity of the hangar, You can see floating down towards you is Jessa, who seems to have gotten away from her husky escort and has come to join you. It's just a robot.
Oh, she's gonna be fun.
I'm aware. I I know what Valkor is. I know everything about her. But she means so much to me, and I just I don't know. It's just sort of become part of my ritual that I talk to her after a mission, and that I express the kindness to her that hope I hope she expresses to me. It's a strange feeling. I struggle to explain it, but it's
I get it. She's like a big sister.
Uh, yeah, sure,
Like
yeah,
family.
okay, yeah, family.
Yeah. Must be nice.
Sorry,
Is she your only family?
it was. There was a. It's what brought me here. To Rouse was the hegemony. From. Sorry, can I read that one again? Hegemony. I'm too self-conscious. The hegemony attacking my colony back home. I saw too much of my family hurt. I want to make sure it doesn't happen again. And Valkyr, she's been kind of our guardian angel ever since.
That's good. I'm glad you've got family looking out for you. You know, it's nice. For once, it seems like Jessa doesn't really know what to say.
Have you? This is a. I know this is a blunt question, but are you good with other people, Jessa? Like how effective are you at like understanding another person's feelings?
She gives you a grin and she goes, "Oh, I'm good with other people. I made a lot of money."
I mean, I suppose, that's one way of using talents like that.
She's sort of hanging off the armor of Volcor now, like holding onto it with her, like gripping onto it with her hands, while she dangles her legs and sort of like claps the blades she has on her feet, like the running blades together. She goes, "Yeah, I understand people."
When I was young, it was all so confusing to me. It was all a mess. But then as I grew up, I found I had this power, this thing about me that scared other people. I could see things. I could see what other people were feeling. It's not obvious, it's not apparent what it is, but it's more like a sketch, an image. I get I could see like the painting in someone's heart, what their soul bears to others.
Oh, sure, yeah, you're an Esper. My sister was.
That takes the wind out of your sails, doesn't it?
Really? That's I've never, despite I've not actually met another Esper in my time stationed on the Green Dog. I wish I could speak to her and ask her about how she deals with it. It can be a lot sometimes.
Oh, yeah. I wish I could still talk to her too. Yeah, she's dead.
I intuited.
Yeah, see? I'm good with people.
Are you holding something heavy in your heart, Jessa?
No, no, that sounds like a lot of effort.
Can I take a look?
She's wearing this grin, right? She's wearing this like very pleased with herself smile, but the moment you're like reaching out with genuine sincerity towards her, she it 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 flutters a little bit, it falters, and she looks at you and goes, "Okay, sure, why not? What do we have to lose?" Um,
It's easier if the other person is open to it. So just take my hand and close your eyes.
all right, and she floats down to your level, and sort of crosses her legs across from you, and holds out her hand, and shuts her eyes, and goes, Usually people pay for this, but go ahead."
Show me, cradle of the stars. Show me what's in your heart.
So yeah, you see, your espioness comes through like paint on a canvas, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Inside Jess's open heart, you can see that it's very much not open. You can see this like, these carefree, colorful brushstrokes around the center of the canvas, but like it goes no further than that. It's it's as if the brush is moving across it and some invisible wall is stopping it from being painted any further than that. Um, she seems pretty carefree, but you can tell it's only an aspect of her.
It was beautiful, but just be willing to share the core. If somebody is in danger, you might need to, okay?
Yeah, that's how the danger happened last time, so I'm good. Thank you though. Can I have a go on your mech?
I think that's when Coyote would step in and say, I don't think you should be doing that, Simplest. I don't think you should be offering mech rides to people who haven't been trained. Because I'm going to step in because I'm done with the debriefing.
I would rather you didn't.
Oh, fine. But you saw me out there. I'm pretty good.
I mean, definitely for someone with no formal training, it was impressive.
Oh, you pulled up my file? How do you not know could be former hegemony, could be Rouse, could be former Zerosian. You don't know my background.
I saw the way you took those turns. You're not an expert.
It's a good thing it's been a long day, because if a girl had said something to me like that back at Bits and Funnels, oof, we would have been getting into it. We would have been getting into it. But I like you. You're all real and shit, you know? You're this open book. You're sweet. I hope this whole war doesn't take that out of you.
Yeah, I hope so too.
She looks over. And did Dead Zone come with Coyote out from the briefing back to the mech hangar?
Yes, specifically to search for
Jessa.
Jessa.
Did Jill come with you?
I dismiss Jill. No distractions for whatever's about to happen.
Jill went into hiding. She
Yeah.
has some feelings to sort out.
Awesome. Jessa looks over at you two and goes, "What happened to my girlfriend?"
She's currently dealing with paperwork to figure out basically where we're putting you.
Great, good.
And before you decide on anything that you want to do, we have an offer.
Oh, wow. All right. Okay. Yeah, please lay it on me.
You seem to have some sort of aptitude for this. It's not trained. And even if it was, There's no guarantee that you'll make it out of this war alive.
No guarantee we're gonna make it out of any day alive. She sort of clicks her blades together again.
Ah, an optimist.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Dead Zone, go ahead. This is more your speed.
Jessa, let me be blunt. It's going to be my privilege to turn you into something that can protect Jill without having to harm yourself.
Wonderful. We'll be working together closely then?
Yeah, let's call it working together.
She asks that as she bites into her bottom lip.
Yeah, let's call it working together.
Wonderful. All right, boss. What's my first job? 10 push-ups, run around the hangar, go take Waldcore out for a spin?
You're going to be joining me for my training session. Let's see how long you can last.
Oh, baby. I can last a while. Let's go.
And this is where you see the equivalent of the dead zone equivalent of dragging someone by their
Collar?
no, the little the fabric between your shoulder blades.
The scruff of the neck?
Yeah, the scruff of the neck.
Yeah, you haul her up and off you go. Where are you headed?
We are going to the equivalent of the gym's sparring area.
Oh, sick. Yeah, absolutely. Probably near the simulators, right? That
Yep.
whole area.
Couldn't be too far.
You're heading over there. Which leaves Symbolist and Coyote. You two want to say anything to each other?
Do I want to reveal that I heard the Esper part? I mean, it's... I'm going to let Symbolist decide if she wants to mention anything about it.
She's an odd one. She's got a lot of heart, I can tell, but she's keeping a lot blocked off to others. Listen, is there any more information about this whole Esper phenomenon? I've just kind of taken it for granted this long, and I haven't really. Her sister was also one, and I didn't really think about the fact that there's more people like me out there, and it's difficult sometimes. All right,
I think that's completely fair. It's a rare phenomenon. I've heard about it in passing from various different officials. Rarer still are people coming forward to claim that they are Espers. But you definitely did something with Bliss. So you've got my seal of approval on whether or not you want to figure it out.
I felt something with her. I know she felt what I felt. So I think, there's a connection would maybe be too forward a term, but I think understanding what Espers can do might be an important tactic moving forward.
Your benevolence speaks in waves. You don't have to ask me for permission to learn, but just be careful it's not what buries you. Before you go, have you seen Hawk? Now you can end it.
Coyote and Symbolist, what is your plan?
For rooting out the mole.
For whatever you're doing next?
I guess I'm gonna keep Symbolist on the up and up about this and, say, hey, I trust you enough to say that there's somebody is interfering with our mission status every single mission that we've been on so far, and I don't want it to be 3 in a row. So I want to run counter surveillance and see if we can find out who's doing it. If you want to help me with your awesome mental powers that I'm not going to look further into, while I interrogate personnel that's close to our like rank and stuff, kind of use my lieutenant junior status to go around questioning who's been putting a broader interest into us.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
and I would say that this is a long-term project is what I'm trying to go for.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. You're starting a long-term project of rooting out the mole, which creates a project clock for us.
Woohoo.
Yeah, so what you're going to be doing is both of you are going to be spending a downtime to progress this project, where you
Yes.
roll an appropriate action and then mark segments of the project clock according to your results. Cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm going
Importantly,
to call
you
this a
decide the clock.
6-segment clock. Yeah.
Yeah, 6. Okay.
Mhm.
And then when blah 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 happens, I determine the skill I'm using to roll for this.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to use command.
Command, wonderful.
Yeah, because it's going to be a lot of interviewing,
Mhm.
you know, a bunch of, you know, the soldiers around, see if anybody's heard of any like long-term, prolonged interest in our projects, and
Yeah.
you know, who's keeping an eye on us, because clearly
Mhm.
somebody's selling that information or using it, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do I also make a command roll, or do I roll something that's relevant to what I'm doing in the thing?
Yeah, I guess you get to roll as well. You know, you pick something, you pick whatever skill you like for this.
I was thinking like I was gonna be studying. I was gonna like keep an eye on people, try to read what people are thinking, see if I can get inside anybody's, you know, catch feelings from anybody's soul. Like, see if I could, you know, sniff something out here.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you want, you can also assist Coyote in his
Mhm.
command roll to get an extra die. And I don't think you can assist Symbolist in this, unfortunately, Coyote.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
what I was
But
gonna
yeah.
say is that if we wanted to spend the personnel, you would get an extra die.
Mm. I guess let's roll
Let's
yours.
see the first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. How many
Is-
dice do you have for command?
I have 2.
Right.
Great.
And I'm assisting.
Yes, that's plus
Yes.
1 dice.
Yeah, so 3 dice. Pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good odds.
Yeah.
I'm doing it from a risky position just to get the die roll out of the way in standard effect.
Yep, risky standard. Ooh, a 5. Partial success. Wonderful. Yeah. Cool. So let's see here. Progressing a long-term
5 is
clock.
2 segments.
5 is 2 segments. Chunk,
Yep.
chunk. Your 6 progress clock is checking upwards. Yeah.
Okay.
What sort of people are you talking to?
Ooh, I think somebody that would be close enough to our projects, but far enough away that I wouldn't immediately suspect them. I think I'm interviewing engineering. I think a lot of what we have to do with the deployment of our mechs
Mhm.
gives a lot of information of, oh, they think this is about to go serious. Oh, this is about to go like, you know, nuclear in a sense. And maybe hanging around the engineering bay, somebody's loose lips is giving enough information to a spy, or the spy themselves are in engineering.
Specifically, like mech engineering, the
Yes.
technicians who work on your machines.
Yes, because I wouldn't interview like the ship, because it's our
Mhm.
missions getting affected. From what I'm hearing,
Yeah.
the Huskies didn't get affected, and none of Rampart's suspicions. It is just our missions so far. So it
Mhm.
should be
Yeah.
localized to our squad.
Great. Yeah, so I mean, I guess you're talking to Chris Calhoun. Who's you? We can come
Right
up
on,
with another
boss.
technician on
I was
board here.
I was about to say.
If this is Chris, who's gonna be be Chris?
I was
One
about
of you
to-
can be Coyote. I'd love to be Chris again.
I was about to say I can be a different engineering staff. It's not like we have one engineer on board.
Yeah, that's true. I was gonna say actually Dick should be the
Yes.
the other engineer.
Okay, am I Ensign Ivory then?
Ooh, yes, that was their name. That was the other engineer who was working on your mechs after the first session. Yes, please go ahead.
I forgot their personality.
And you get to make it up because it was in the prequel session. So
That's why I forgot.
we want to get a little snippet of this conversation, either at the start or the middle,
Sure.
or you want to go for something, Bluto?
I guess I'm gonna try and go for the whole. I'm gonna talk about mission details that are at this point declassified and see if I can catch him in an agreement state of like, oh yeah, I heard about that. Like that kind of like Columbo leading questionnaire kind of thing
Mhm.
of like trying to get them to agree to something and then admit information offhandedly that they didn't expect me to be paying attention to. How I would do that in RP dialogue is going to be very difficult. I'm such an idiot for doing that. What's the engine? The ensign is Ivory, yeah.
Yeah, Ensign Ivory.
Ensign Ivory. Have you been having a nice star cycle? Have you been enjoying your time on the ship on the Green Dog?
Evening, JG. Yeah, I guess so.
Nothing too stressful happening, We've been deployed a lot recently. It's getting quite frantic up here for the engineers.
I wouldn't say frantic, just kind of the usual day to day, keeping your mechs
Mhm.
clean and up to spec is, just a regular day to day. What's going on? You need something?
No, I was just making sure that everything is in prim, proper shape before we go on our next mission. Anything could happen with these old catapult systems, Gears get jammed, things get loose, Hopefully not withstanding current, standards.
Well, I hope not, JG. I mean, we need that command deck to launch you guys. If something happens, that's like instant failure. We couldn't get any of you guys out of here.
It's true. It's true. It's true. Help me. where am I going with this dialogue train? Somebody help me. I'm just gonna assume it's not Ensign Ivory at this point and just be like, all right, well,
Let's see what Symbolist thinks as you're
Yeah, yeah.
studying various engineers. Doesn't
Yeah.
seem like it's Ivory. Ivory seems
on the level.
exactly. That is exactly the phrase I was searching for. So well done for being in my
Yeah.
head. Now,
Mhm.
Kian, what's
I'm
going
working
on
on
in
it.
everybody else's head?
Ivory's got like a set of neatly drawn straight edge lines, almost approaching a blueprint or a technical document. Um, there's a lot of it's very interesting. There's a lot of different ways that the engine, all the different engineers have their own way of looking at the mechanics, and I see kind of a smattering of them. Some of them are more like a pencil sketch, cross hatched of an engine or a mechanic. Seems like there's not too much tension in the people's hearts here, except maybe one engineer in the corner might be having some like a symbol of anxiety on their canvas. Go over, give them a question. Say, hey, looks like got something on your mind. Was this Jarek? Is that you?
What? Huh? Jarek? Yeah. I'm. Do you want to make me that
Yeah, just,
study roll,
it's-
please? Which is how many dice for you?
that is 2 dice for me.
Great.
Uh,
Risky standard.
risky standard. Yep. Oh,
Ooh,
uh-oh.
failure. You only progress the clock by 1. Yeah,
Dang.
so that takes your 6-tick project clock up to 3. And they go, sorry, pilot, sir, sorry. Just I was working on the Huskies machines, making sure they were all up to code, and I saw something weird. I didn't know what to do with it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's nothing. It couldn't be that bad. Who were you? Who was it you were talking to? Was it Jill? Was it Marcus? Craig?
I wasn't talking to anyone. I was just in the in the machine running a systems diagnostic on Jill's Mac, and I was getting some weird data pings coming from I don't even know where. It must be nearby though. I just I'm worried she's set up some sort of like I don't know, like a file transfer system to get some of the pilots like having music on in the cockpits, even though it's against regulation, and we've banned the physical transference of data. So I'm really worried she's set up like a a long range network node.
Do you have any idea where the signal was bouncing to, or just that there was a signal at all was what you were able to pick up?
It's look. Do you want to come with me? You want to take a look at it?
Sure, of course.
Great. Great.
I will notice that somebody is leading Symbolist away
Mhm.
and just, continue questioning Ivory, but I'm gonna start leading towards that way, just following at a distance, just in case.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get in trouble for this, right? Not
No,
reporting it right away.
no,
I just
no. It's don't
if it is just music, I don't want to like make it a big deal.
no do not worry. Listen, you've done absolutely nothing wrong. Hey, you were honest with me. There's I will vouch for you, back you up every step of the way if there is a problem. Well, you've done nothing wrong. It's gonna be okay. Just breathe in,
Okay.
breathe out.
Okay. Yeah. And through the low gravity hangar, he propels himself off his feet and into one of the like standard mechs that the Rows use, which we needed to come up with a name for, but we haven't yet. So
Yeah.
we'll get there. Episode 7 or 8 or something. We'll work something out. Um,
When it
and
ends.
yeah, leaps up into the hangar, into the cockpit, and like sort of invites you in. Opens up a systems diagnostic, and you can see there is indeed a data ping being scanned by the mech, but it is not coming from the mech, and it is not going to the mech. It just seems the specific sensors on this one are picking it up as being broadcasted from nearby.
Oh, this is hey, you done a good job, buddy. Jarek,
Oh, thank you.
you're I'll see you, I'll see if you can get an extra ration at lunch or something.
Thanks.
Listen, okay. There's definitely something going on here, but I don't think Jill is the one behind it.
Okay, that's good. I like Jill. I don't want her to get in trouble.
Okay, well, let's, we're gonna have to try and figure out where this symbol is coming from, where this signal is coming from.
Yeah. You want to make me some sort of roll to try and do that?
Is this something that Cammy is good at? Let's see.
Good
What's
question.
my this fucking no. Not really.
Maybe like a study, honestly.
I
You
could,
meticulously examine details for a better understanding.
yeah, okay. Yeah, see if I can if there's any coordinates or any positioning that's
Mhm.
being given away. If
Yeah.
the reverberation is there's a signal to trace. Yeah, sure. I'll study.
Great.
I'll give it a study.
Cool. A 2 dice study roll. Risky standard.
Ooh.
Partial success. 4 and a 4. Great. Yes. You can tell that the call is indeed coming from somewhere on board the Green Dog. Beyond that,
Yeah.
it's being broadcast from here, but you can't pin down its location right
Yeah.
now.
Okay. Well, that's a
Great.
lead. This is a lead.
That's a lead.
And speaking of the lead, I think I'm gonna come in, to the scene here and
Yeah.
scare the hell out of the engineer.
Lieutenant Junior Grades. Oh, thank you.
You've
Thank
done
you.
good work here.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a question, engineer?
Of course, Jarek, sir.
Of course. Jarek, would it be possible to reverse call from this mech to determine the location where this person is calling from?
I don't know if the sensors are that advanced in this. You might be able to go to the 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 communications room. Like if we can, you could probably do it from there.
The comms bay?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, I think we're going to have to do that, Symbolist.
Right.
Don't worry, jerk. You've done good work
Okay.
today.
Thank you.
The rebellion salutes you as I'm
Uh,
walking
uh,
away.
I salute you too. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.
Enjoy your movie. Damn it.
That's a good place to leave that little scene. Let's go over to Hawk. How are you enjoying imprisonment, buddy?
Hearing these two fuckers constantly go back and forth at it, as I'm literally just hurry up and waiting for whatever's going to happen, I'm
Mhm.
probably losing my fucking mind. Like, I'm saying under my breath, just going like, "Oh God, this is the torture. They always got torture. There's always torture whenever these fucking type of inquisitions happen. And they're already starting. God."
The door whooshes open behind you. You can't see who's coming in from your angle, but you do hear the voice of the Green Dog's captain, Ambi Valen. And they say, "You two can wait outside. But we, the Vice
Yeah,
Admiral,
we have very specific instructions, you know?
I know, but these are my quarters, and I need to change.
Right. Yeah, okay. Um,
Thank you.
we can cover our eyes.
Get out!"
Okay.
And Terry and what do you call the other one? Wall?
Yeah, wall.
Awesome. Terry and Wall are like whisked outside. And the captain comes in and walks around to the other side of the table and goes, "You okay?"
Despite the mental thrashing I took from those two, peachy, Captain. So, am I getting a strip show or what's going on?
They give a mirthless little chuckle, and they say, "No, I just needed them out of here. I needed to talk to you. Um, specifically, don't. Well, I mean, you're in no position to obviously do anything I say, but don't tell the admiral we had this little talk.
It hadn't crossed my mind, sir.
Do you know anything about the admiral before Rouse?"
What? Huh? I I thought he was your direct superior. I thought you knew.
No, I know. I'm I'm asking you. I know. I'm just saying. Do you know his background?
No, I'll admit, when I first joined up with you guys, they kind of fast tracked me through what with the, celebrity status and all. And
Hmm.
I imagine whoever was my trainer back in the academy probably was, looking forward to parade me around as, look, we stole one from the Hedgies, but
You didn't get the history lesson.
not at all.
Well, before that, do you want something to drink, to eat?
I would love a drink, but I don't know what you keep stashed around here.
Water. And they go over to like a little mini fridge and pull out a bottle for you. And they unscrew the top and they lift it to your mouth with your hands tied behind your back. It's probably the
Yeah.
best way you're going to drink right now.
Yeah, Hawk will accept it.
They're very cautious as they pour it in to not, drown you. And then they leave it on the table next to you, open. And they say, "So you didn't get the history lesson, but you were hegemony. So you were there on board their ships 5 years ago when they arrived in the system?"
Captain, I was born there. Me and my brother. Our whole family were.
"Yeah, all the ships. So okay, 5 years ago, right before the hegemony, your former friends found us, we received, well, we detected communication. We detected there was something going out from the stars. We thought it was, other stragglers from Earth after the Exodus. We were hoping to welcome them. We sent out a crew of astronauts to go find them. We call them the Far Seeker. expedition. One of them was the Admiral's son, David Galil. Unfortunately, the Farseeker expedition found you and your flotilla of ships. And they were all killed. And using that information, that is how the hegemony found Zaros and found us and waged the 3-day war. I understand this isn't fair right now, but the Admiral has no love for the hegemony, far less than any of us.
And he thinks that I'm here to somehow enact some larger scale plan against him.
Could be. He's taken things like this personally before. He used to be better before David left. Things used to be better, but ever since this isn't the first time we've been accused of harboring spies. When a mission goes wrong, it's his first instinct, and sometimes we found them and sometimes we haven't. Just know that you being former hegemony means he's not going to take it easy on you.
I assume he means that I'm the reason why the first mission we went on went so sideways to start off.
I don't know how much he blames you for, but look, I'm going to be here. I have seen the work you've done. I wouldn't have had you and your squad on this ship if I didn't at least trust your commander and trust their judgment. And I'm going to make sure that nothing happens to you. I'm going to make sure that the Admiral doesn't end up with another casualty, okay?
Well, and Hawk kind of leans back in the chair. Let's hope you can follow through on that. Otherwise, I don't think I'm getting a 12-gun salute.
No. Let's hope for no guns today. Anything else you want to say to them or ask them?
Hawk is kind of gonna just be wary of everybody, and he knows the position he's in, so he's not even gonna try. So no.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Crabs in the Pocket. Beam Saber was created by Evelyn Ramsey. Music featured in this episode is by Amy Gardner, with art by Teot. Any and all questions, comments, or hate can be sent my way on Blue Sky at frogcast.bsky.social. Please rate and review us on your podcast platform of choice. This is the best way to get the podcast new viewers and to tell people that you liked it. And I like reading reviews or comments or whatever you want to say to me. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.